It's been nearly a month since the Waterloo District School Board formally named its new Director of Education. Scott Miller may be new to this role, but he has a long history with the board, starting there as a student and then working in a variety of positions over the last 30 years. CTV's Krista Simpson had a chance to sit down with Miller today for an interview and joins us to tell us more. Krista.
Tony, we met up at Conestoga Public School where we talked about Director Miller's priorities and what he brings to the role, as well as some of the criticisms the board has faced in recent years and where it goes from here.
Scott Miller has spent nearly 30 years working at the Waterloo District School Board, starting as a teacher and now becoming its Director of Education.
Talk to me about what your priorities are as you take on this role.
Thank you. Yeah, my priorities have always been in my career in education is just really looking at building successful opportunities for students with the belief that success builds success. And as our students, and whether that be our staff and others, experience success within our school board, that they just grow in confidence, and that just ultimately makes for better relationships throughout our schools, throughout our communities, and that will certainly be the vision I bring forward and continue to bring forward.
Miller was formally named Director of Education last month, but he had been in the role on an interim basis since Jiwan Chanika abruptly left in December.
The board hasn't said anything publicly at this time as to why he left. Are you able to provide any details today?
Our organization just isn't at liberty to provide any details around personnel at all. That being said, and knowing the opportunity that's been given to me, is just looking at how can we continue to build public confidence in education, specifically in the Waterloo District School Board. And for me, that's engaging with community, that's engaging with students, staff and families and parents, and really hearing what their experience has been in our school board and helping to inform decisions going forward.
Miller saying transparency is a priority when responding to criticisms about the school board's lack of communication in the past.
Is that something that you're hoping to change going forward?
Absolutely, and in doing so, I think really ultimately it does come down to communication and how are we communicating with the public in general. Really being thoughtful around transparency in those communications, and also too being quite explicit in what our priorities are and what we hope to achieve, certainly in my time as the director.
In recent years, actual enrollment at the Waterloo District School Board hasn't matched projections, leading to decreased funding, and this year a larger number of students than usual having to change classes after the first few weeks of school. Miller is hopeful improved communication will translate to more families choosing the Waterloo District School Board in the future.
I believe in the ability to communicate clearly what our goals are, that as a school district we will see changes to our enrollment and those projections will become a reality.
And you can find the full interview with Director of Education Scott Miller over on our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca.